The Alliance. Managing Talent in the Networked Age by Beid Hoffman provides a new framework in which employers, managers, and employees make promises to each other that they can keep. The traditional model of lifetime employment no longer fits our network times, Hoffman believes. Still, employers, employees, and organizations thrive when work relationships include trust, honesty, and loyalty. Bridging that gap to create wins for both employee and employer is at the heart of the Alliance. Failure to build such connections carries big risks. A business without loyalty is a business without long-term thinking, Hoffman states. A business without long-term thinking is a business that is unable to invest in the future. And a business that isn't investing in tomorrow's opportunities and technologies, well, that's a company already in the process of dying. In the book, Hoffman focuses on 3 big ideas that help create and implement this new relationship framework called the Alliance. They are 1. Tours of duty, 2. Network intelligence, and 3. The Alumni Network. Before we get into the big ideas, let's first explore what Hoffman means by the Alliance. The Alliance. Think of the Alliance, or employment itself, as a mutually beneficial deal with explicit terms and clear expectations between independent parties and players. This framework gives all parties the trust they need to invest in creating powerful businesses and careers. The framework ensures employer and employee develop a relationship based on creating mutual value. Managers, or employers, share and discuss the investment they are willing to make in the employee, and employees can speak openly about the kind of growth they seek and what effort and commitment they can invest in the company. Each party invests in the other's success. Hoffman says, when a company and its managers and employees adopt this kind of approach, all parties can focus on maximizing medium and long-term benefits, creating a larger pie for all, and more innovation, resilience, and adaptability. As an employer, entrepreneurial thinking and doing are the most important capabilities you want from your employees. You want to attract professionals with a founder mindset or those focused on the startup of their careers. Then harness their entrepreneurial impulses for your company. Such an approach strengthens the alliance, Hoffman says. For employees, such alliances increase their value by making them more adaptive and skillful and offer a better negotiation position because commitments and expectations are clear. Managers have better tools for working with direct reports, and the company itself learns how to leverage and retain entrepreneurial employees. So, let's forge an alliance. Tours of duty. This military phrase refers to an assignment or deployment focused on a specific, finite, and honorable mission. As a metaphor, tour of duty helps employers and employees preserve balance between mutual investment and flexibility. The approach invites building of trust in small steps. As each side proves they can follow through on their commitments, the relationship deepens. A finite tour provides a crisp focus and clear time frame for discussing the future of the relationship. Employees have concrete, compelling reasons to finish a tour. Most importantly, a realistic tour of duty lets both sides be honest, which trust demands. Hoffman says, acknowledging that the employee might leave is actually the best way to build trust and thus develop the kind of relationship that convinces great people to stay. The tour of duty framework enables high trust, high integrity conversation that allows each party to make wise investments. Under such a tour, manager and employee create explicit agreements with shared objectives and realistic expectations. This agreement provides a context to talk about the employee's long-term goals, a place for feedback from manager to employee, and gives a criteria for regular mutual measurement of performance. There are 3 types of tours. Rotational. A rotational tour isn't personalized to the employee, meaning swapping an employee into or out of a predefined role is easy. Often, these are entry-level positions. Transformational. Unlike the rotational tour, a transformational tour is personalized. The focus is more on the completion of a specific mission and negotiated one-on-one by you and your employee. It is structured and explicit rather than vague and implied. The central promise is that the employee will have the opportunity to transform both career and company. Foundational. Employees who see working at the company as their last jobs, and the company wants to retain them until retirement, are on a foundational tour of duty. The company has become the foundation of their careers, and to some extent, their lives. Much like a marriage, both parties assume a permanent relationship in which both parties hold a moral obligation to make the arrangement work before ending it. The Alliance focuses on implementing the transformational tour of duty. Implementing tours of duty. 1. Start the conversation and define the mission. Establish a mutual commitment that benefits both employer and employee. Know how a transformational hire will move the needle for the company before extending an offer. Ask and answer these questions. What is the overall objective of the tour? Have a clear, detailed, concrete mission objective that aligns the values of both parties, while setting the employee's expectations for the length of the tour. What does a successful tour of duty look like for the company? A successful mission objective delivers results. How will the company be transformed by this employee? What does a successful tour of duty look like for the employee? Success might include an upgrade in skills and knowledge, but usually not an upgrade in job title. Ask, how will the employee's career be transformed by working here? 2. Set up a system of regular checkpoints for mutual feedback. An annual review process doesn't provide nearly enough feedback. Hold checkpoints at regular intervals, or tie sessions to milestones in the project associated with the tour of duty. A forum for evaluating progress allows course correction as needed, for both parties. 3. Begin defining the next tour of duty early. Set aside time to discuss what your employee would like to do once this tour of duty is complete. 4. Managing for the unexpected. A tour of duty is not a contract. It's an ethical, informal agreement to respect and honor a key relationship. The goal of a tour of duty is to build honest communication and to create longevity on a voluntary basis, not to lock people into roles they dislike. Network intelligence. Growing their professional network helps employees transform their careers. Employee networking also helps the company transform itself. Network intelligence is the alliance at work. Employees should tap individual networks to advance their companies, because who they know in the industry can be just as valuable to the company as what they know in terms of skills. Each employee can deliver intelligence from the outside world that helps the company adapt. Think of each employee as a scout, picking up data from articles, books, classes, and most important, from other friends inside and outside the industry. Outside information funneled back into the company gives you a leg up on solving key business challenges. Even if you don't emphasize network intelligence, the most driven employees will do it on their own. Your job is to encourage it, developing trust so employees will use their networks on behalf of the company. Remember, Hoffman says, there are more smart people outside your company than inside it. Network intelligence serves 4 functions. 1. Employee networks are sources of and filters for new information. 2. They have ability to provide hidden data, knowledge that isn't publicly available. Who you know often is more valuable than what you've read. 3. They generate serendipity, a major driver of innovation. 4. They help you see opportunities you would otherwise miss. Implementing network intelligence programs. 1. Recruit connected people. Make their network strength a priority. Ask them about their strongest professional allies. Find out how they solve problems. They don't need to be classic networkers. 2. Teach employees how to mine intelligence from their networks via conversation and social media. Encourage employees to talk with people in their network about key challenges. Equip them with questions to ask their friends, and ask them to report back on what they learn. Establish a process for funneling tips or info to the management team. 3. Roll out programs and policies that help employees build their individual networks. You want your employees to be discoverable by the outside world in a professional context. Push for policies that allow employees to build their personal brand. Social media engagement can translate into bottom-line results. Some examples: set up a networking fund that pays for coffee or meals with interesting people. Facilitate speaking gigs for your employees, and host events at your company office. 4. Have employees share what they learn with the company. Claim the asset that is already there. Not actively taking in what employees learn from their networks is a big mistake. The Alumni Network. Universities and professional services do it well, but few companies have a good strategy for maintaining relationships with former employees. Here are 4 reasons to invest in an alumni network. 1. Alumni networks help you hire great people. Makes it easier for boomerang employees to return for another tour of duty. They combine an outsider perspective with insider knowledge of company process and culture. Alumni also can refer great candidates, and the network itself can help employers close them. 2. Alumni provide useful intelligence. They are great sources of competitive information, business practice, emerging industry trends, and more. They have outside info, and they understand how the organization works. They have objectivity, but can point out difficult truths because they've earned the company's respect and trust. 3. Alumni refer customers. They can become customers or refer customers, especially with an incentive plan. 4. Alumni are brand ambassadors. Your company's brand is no longer under your sole control. Buzz emerges, especially on social media. An alumni network that strengthens the company's brand creates leverage for hiring, network intelligence, and customer referrals. Implementing the alumni network. 1. Decide who you want in your alumni network. The simplest way is to include all ex-employees, barring those who were fired or are involved in pending legal issues. 2. Explicitly define the expectations and benefits of the relationship. The alumni relationship is reciprocal. Offer real benefits in return. Common benefits include referral bonuses, product discounts, hosted events, official recognition for select alumni, and keeping them informed. 3. Establish a comprehensive exit process. You and your organization spend a significant amount of time building a great relationship with employees. Why throw it out? Keep a database for permanent emails, phone numbers, LinkedIn profiles, Twitter handles, blog URLs, and other info. 4. Build links between current employees and alumni. Senior managers should set up formal programs for tapping alumni intelligence before the need for their contribution arises. Celebrate the big wins of alumni too. Just as few companies take full advantage of what their alumni can bring to the table, few alumni realize how helpful a former employer can be to their careers. As part of the alliance, maximize the benefits of the corporate alumni network. Clearly articulate the two-way value each party gets from continuing the relationship. The book goes much deeper into how to practice and implement these strategies, so pick up The Alliance by Beid Hoffman if you are serious about staying competitive and prospering in this new networked age. Thanks for watching our video review. Leave us a comment below and share your thoughts.